Racism in restaurants, hidden biases and harmful practices exposed.
You know, white folks getting jumped by black people, all kinds of crazy shit like that.
Right.
I guess they tired of being shown who the fuck they are, so they decide they gonna get black folks back. Well, guess what they tried to do? They, instead of fighting us in the street, because, you know, we ain't calling them honkies and stuff, so they don't have a reason to slap us down like they call us niggas, and we punch them down to the floor and drag them and shit. Mm-hmm. They decided to do some old slick backhanded shit. We just gonna spit in their food. It says that this year, Texas Roadhouse may be the next company to face the reality of losing black consumers. This week, a since-deleted post made in a private Facebook group entitled White and Proud gained attention across social media platforms as a shared message for black diners. This is a quote. It says, "To all you blacks in here, keep in mind, hope you enjoy your meal next time you eat out. There is a Facebook group that I'm a part of, and it's for white servers." Oh. "We have come up with a plan. When a table of black diners come in and places their order, we will walk back to the kitchen, get your food when it's ready, and there's always a blind spot in the kitchen." That is true.
Yeah.
"Where we are licking our fingers and touching your food. If it happens to be at Texas Roadhouse or Logan's, those rolls are full of our white saliva. Some of the cooks are in on it too. They are playing. They aren't. Believe me. This has it." You know what? Texas Roadhouse sucks anyway. But I'm gonna tell you this. I used to work at On the Border back in the day, and I worked with. This was in Morrow, Georgia. I don't know if y'all know this. Right there on, what was y'all's exit called in Jonesboro? What was that exit? I'm gonna tell you exactly. There's a BJ's next door to the Longhorns, and then it used to be On the Border on that corner in Morrow. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. And I used to work there. And the white people who I worked with, I realized they was doing something fucked up when black people walked in. My white friends, so to speak, whenever a black family walked in, they would, because they didn't want to take the black tables, right? So as soon as they see black people walking, they'd be like, "Darnell party of 2, Darnell party of 6, Darnell party of 4. And so they thought it was funny and shit, right? But you know me, I got offended when I figured out what the they were saying. So when I started seeing ghetto white people come in, I'd be like, "Tammy party of 2, Tammy party of 6, Tammy party of 8. I'ma walk away. What are you doing? Like, are you here today? Candy Muse on that.
I'm gonna walk away.
Yeah.
Because I need to calm down.
Yeah, and that was me doing that. I'ma walk away because y'all tripping. Because how dare y'all call black families Darnell? Now that was smart.
Right.
But guess what? I'm smarter. So I was like, the family party, Tammy party of 2, Tammy party of 4. Because guess what? In the South, black people that are poor is just as equal as white folks being poor. And just the black people that you think is not gonna tip is equally the white folks that ain't gonna tip.
Right.
Okay? Because that was their whole thing. There's a black party walking in. Who's going to try to avoid to get the table because we know we ain't going to get no tip. Now, I'll tell you this about tipping over the years. Black people have gotten away from that not tipping thing, in case y'all haven't noticed. Okay? Black people tip. The best tippers are smokers, are the best tippers. The worst tippers, I hate to say it, and y'all, I don't care. Indian people. Them motherfuckers don't tip worth
That's true.
They don't. They don't tip.
That's all I hear working at a restaurant.
Indian people don't tip. And you know who else don't tip? Mexican nationals. They don't tip either. So y'all missed me with the black folks don't tip thing, because guess what? We some of the best tippers now. Okay? Okay? Y'all, it says, right, let me finish this story. It says, we have come up with a plan when a table of black diners comes into the places their order. We walk back to the kitchen and get your food ready. This is always a blind spot in the kitchen. We are licking our fingers and touching your food. And guess what? You don't have to be mad at a group of people to do that, because guess what? Servers at low-level chain restaurants, they do that anyway. Okay, because guess what? When I worked at Longhorn, and when I worked at On the Border, and when I worked at Applebee's, guess what? If you order shrimp and you're supposed to get 8 shrimp, you only getting 7. Because somebody in the kitchen gonna be like, Because the servers be hungry too. Okay, and guess what? It was so bad. I remember when I used to work at, because I was a great server. I'm not gonna lie. That was my thing. I love taking care of people. Like I loved it. I'm still in hospitality. I'm a real estate agent now. That's hospitality. I've been in hospitality my whole life. I love taking care of people. Let me tell you something. I'll be having that tray and those sizzling fajitas and shit coming off. You know, I'm big time. I'm walking out the kitchen like this. You know, make sure it's still smoking when it gets to your table and shit, you know. And guess what? Soon as I hit that corner to come around that outdoor, soon as that little blind spot by the drink machine, somebody gonna take one of your shrimp. Period. They just are. I don't care if the server is black or white or Indian or whatever it is. Servers be in your food at those low-level chain restaurants. You know, Applebee's, Fridays, Chili's, Longhorn, Olive Garden. Well, people don't really with your food at Olive Garden because there's always some type of sauce involved.
Right. They're going to get caught.
It's too hard to, like, usually the shrimp might be slippery or something. Right. The sauce, you know, Alfredo sauce and all those marinaras and all that kind of stuff like that. But if you got fried shrimp, baby, you're going to be missing at least one shrimp. And guess what? The shrimp can even get stolen off the line. Because if the line person turn their head, they'd be like, now, as far as, let me tell you something. I will tell you this as a person who worked in the restaurant industry for 20 years. Now, if you act fucked up to a person at a low-level chain restaurant, I'm talking low-level, they will spit in your drink. They will. And stir it up with their finger. This ain't got nothing to do with Texas Roadhouse. It ain't got nothing to do with Outback. It don't have nothing to do with Longhorn on the border. You have to remember, you dealing with young people who are servers. And when you treat them like shit, they're going to retaliate. Period. They are. Yeah. They're going to get your ass one way or another. They're going to get you. And if you go to a restaurant where you can eat 2 for $20, good luck. Don't complain about shit. Period. Because as soon as you complain one time, trust me, your shit going to get fucked up.
Gonna be over with.
Listen, y'all, black people, they're giving us a signal. Don't go to Texas Roadhouse. And where else is on here? Texas Roadhouse and what else?
Logan's.
Y'all, we in San Antonio. There's 2 restaurants that are prevalent around here. But guess what? I don't like Texas Roadhouse.
I've only been there like once.
I don't like Texas Roadhouse. I'm sorry. The lowest I'll go on the steak food chain thing, chain restaurant thing, is Longhorn. That's the lowest I'm going. Outback, trash. Texas Roadhouse, trash. They have the nerve at Texas Roadhouse to have one of those meat cases in the front where you're apparently supposed to be able to pick your own steak that you want to eat. The case look crazy as hell. The steaks are all white and shit in there. I'm like, I don't want none of that shit. Y'all can keep that. And they be talking about, ooh, the rolls, the bread. You should eat the bread. I don't want the bread either. I don't want the bread. I don't want the steak. I don't want nothing from the motherfuckers. And you know, period. You know, they be trying to trick people with all those, you know, this is how they get you. By, you know, people going to places like that, you know, they have those free peanuts, you know, and, you know, you walk in, the peanut shells is all over the floor and shit. That's the lure of the place, is actually the peanut shells, not the food. Okay. Lord have mercy. It says, there's always a blind, okay, whatever. It says, Texas Roadhouse on Logan's, the rolls are full of our white saliva. Some of the cooks are in on it too. We don't care. Y'all, guess what? These are trash restaurants anyway. Logan's and Texas Roadhouse, they're trash. Don't go there anyway. Period. Like I said before, the lowest steakhouse you should be going to is Longhorn. As far as steak.
Yeah.
Don't you like Longhorn?
Yeah.
Mommy, don't you like Longhorn? You know, they got those shrimp that you like, those firecracker shrimp and that boat, that thing that you like. Child, you go to Longhorns, baby, you going to eat gooey. And guess what? The service there, they have a higher standard because, you know, Longhorn is the Chick-fil-A of those types of restaurants. You're going to get great service. The service is going to be top notch.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. They have the best servers at Longhorn. You ever realize that?
They do.
They have the best service, period. And I worked at Longhorns. And I was turning it. And y'all, one time in Morrow, that same place down there, next to the on the border, the PJs and the Longhorn, I used to wait on Nancy Grace at that Longhorn. I did, no cap. And guess what? She looking like that in person too. I'm gonna order a steak. Now, is the steak gonna come out medium rare? Yes, ma'am. Now, when I say medium rare, I mean, does it gonna have a thin pick line in the middle, or is the line gonna be thick? I'd be like, man, why are you looking at me like that? Why are you investigating the steak? I didn't even realize it was Nancy Grace until like years later. And she had her favorite. She used to sit in this one particular booth that was like in like an enclave. So it means like the booth was just like surrounded. You know what I mean? Like she used to sit there all the time. And I used to wait on her. I didn't know she was motherfucking Nancy Grace, but I used to get her all the time, and she always looked like that with them crazy eyebrows and that white girl bob, I like black guys wig that she wear. Lord.
Girl, you playing now.
No, I'm not.
Huh? Nancy Grace? Yeah. My mama talking about Nancy Grace still alive. She's on TV. She probably on TV right now. You know who Nancy Grace is, right?
Yeah.
She does all the investigative like that guy. There's a male equivalent to her that does those crime stories and stuff. But yeah, Nancy Grace is on the Nolan Wells case hard right now. She ain't even let her foot up off the gas on that. Period. It says, though the post did not specific locations or regions, black communities took to social media to not only to share their disgust with their alleged racist plan, but also began making calls to boycott the chain restaurant. See?
Right.
Now, did Texas Roadhouse come out and say anything against what's going to happen?
Yeah.
Did they?
Yeah.
They did? Is it in here?
No.
No. You know what? I'm trying to tell y'all. He gonna sit here and tell me that Texas Roadhouse did say something, but then not put it in the story. I'm saying he be sabotaging me. Let me look on. I ain't got time to be doing all that. But apparently they said something about it. It's probably some statement that they always make. Hey, us at Texas Roadhouse have the utmost quality for all of our restaurants and do not condone anything of this nature. That's probably what it says. Something crazy like that, right?
Yeah.
And they don't mean shit because they ain't gonna watch their employees and make sure they ain't spitting in nobody's food. Child. It's what's still out. Yes, it's still happening. Buy Texas Roadhouse, buy Logan's. Y'all restaurants suck anyway, and include Outback too. Bye. Black people don't eat at them places, period. You don't need to.
Why you don't like Outback?
They have choice steaks there. Not prime. They have choice at Outback.
What that mean?
You order filet mignon, there be all kinds of tendons and shit. A filet is supposed to be just soft meat. There's levels to the meat. There's prime, choice, pick. I don't know all the levels, but the grocery store gets the lowest level, and the high-end restaurants get the highest level. When you go to Ruth's Chris, there's nothing in the steak, boo, but just steak.
Okay.
When you go to Outback, you got to fight through tendons. In other words, when you get a filet mignon, the reason why you get a filet mignon because you're not doing this.
Right. You don't want to be chewing for hours.
And you ain't pulling fat and muscles and shit out, not muscles, but fat and tendons and shit out your mouth.
Yeah.
That's why you get a filet mignon. But at Outback, the filet mignon got tendons in it and fat and all of that, like a ribeye filet mignon. No, we don't want that. Thank you, bye. Yeah, they still have it. That's why I don't go there. Somebody gave me and Jermaine a $200 gift certificate to Outback. We gave it away. The food ain't good. It's not good. It's not good. My mama said, what's wrong with the food? What's wrong with the food? It's not good. Period. Especially when you know steak. Like, don't play with me. Outback is about that stupid blooming onion, not about the steak.
You're right.
Okay? That's what people go there for, the blooming onion. That's how they trick you with them steaks, because you got mesmerized by that blooming onion shit. Can we get a blooming onion and a filet? The filet is trash. Your buttons ain't cooperating. Where's trash too? Anyway, y'all, Tyrese's Crybaby Tyrese has jumped down here. You like 45 seconds too late. What is you doing? Y'all, Crybaby Tyrese is on the news, y'all. Yeah, I told you I was never talking about him again. Remember that time I crumpled up his paper and threw it at the camera?
Yeah.
So why are you bringing him up?
Sitting here waiting at the door, yeah. 1942. Sitting here waiting on you, yeah. Just waiting on you, just waiting. Nights that I'm spending all alone. Been waiting for you to walk through the door. Rockin' designer, Gucci attire with the Louboutin heels. Lil' shawty dressed up, she style.